Well, today is the third annual Bell Let's Talk Day. It's a nationwide campaign to bring awareness to mental health and help end the stigma surrounding mental illness. Today, Bell will donate 5 cents in support of mental health programs across the country for every text and long-distance call on the Bell network or tweets with the Bell Let's Talk hashtag. And CP24's Rena here joins us now to talk more about the campaign. And Rena, we've been receiving so many texts and tweets as well.
Absolutely. And people have been reaching out. They've been talking all day, and it's been amazing, the kind of texts that we've had, the kind of tweets that we've received, and a lot of people are sharing their own personal story. Many people are reaching out and talking about losses they've suffered, people that maybe were dealing with a mental health issue that they did not know about, and now they're looking forward and trying to identify what those things are that you can maybe see in other people and how it is that maybe you can reach out and help. Now, someone who knows a little bit about that, singer, songwriter, actress, mental health advocate, Amy Skye, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it. One of the things that we talked about pretty much right away was the healing effect of music.
Yes.
And you've got a new CD out, and you say one of the reasons you believe the mood you're in, how you feel, all of that can be impacted and affected by what you surround yourself with, and part of that is music.
Music absolutely can have a mood-altering effect, particularly if the lyrics are positive. And the themes that I talk about in my lyrics, I always like to write about real life, but I like to write about the inspiring parts. I like to write about gratitude and forgiveness and appreciation and abundance, and all those things are songs on my new CD.
And the reason you arrived to where you are and you added mental health advocate to your many roles is because you've battled some of your own stuff, and it began with postpartum depression, and a lot of women go through it without even realizing they're in it. So how did you know?
It's true. I didn't really know until it was over. I didn't really accept it for some years afterwards that that's what I'd been through.
What were some of the symptoms? What were you going through that you might connect with another young mom who's out there right now? She's changing diapers 24 hours a day, and she's thinking, am I supposed to feel better at some point? But emotionally she just doesn't. What are some of those things you should be looking for?
Right. Well, you know, the thing about depression is a lot of people think that it's sadness. Really, depression can manifest as a lack of vitality. So if you're super tired, can't get out of bed, or if you can't sleep at all and you stay awake, you have changes in appetite, if you have a loss of pleasure in things that used to bring you pleasure, those are all tip-offs that you might be suffering from a mood disorder.
And did you go through some of that yourself?
Yeah, I went through all those symptoms.
And how do you manage? I think we talked about pills and skills. That's your philosophy?
Right. Well, after I had a third episode of depression, that after my kids were older, that was unrelated to postpartum, I realized that I probably had what's known as a recurrent mood disorder. And of course I tried medication, and that was really, really helpful. I did talk therapy and cognitive behavioral therapy, which is really essential. But I got involved in something called self-care. And I really want to share that idea with people. So I've created a newsletter and a website called aliveandawake.ca. And self-care is a holistic practice that you can do that involves your body, your mind, your heart, and your spirit.
And now your kids are how old?
19 and 22.
19 and 22.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Well, congratulations on the release of your CD. It's Alive and Awake, and more details about how you can sort of engage in the process of self-care on your website as well.
That's right.
Thank you so much for being so open and so candid. And Pooja, we really have been lucky today. We've had Michael Landsberg here, we've had Amy Skye here, we've had a number of doctors here, we had Clara Hughes here. We'll see her again at the end of the day today. And I think what's amazing about a day like today, Bell Let's Talk Day, is that everyone is being candid. People are very, very forthcoming about breaking down some of those barriers, trying to erase some of that stigma. And like we've been talking about today, it just starts with having that conversation and having the courage to have that conversation, and also having and being on the receiving end of it, having the courage to receive information from someone when they say, I don't feel so well, I don't know what's wrong with me, I think I might need some help. Back to you.
And it always amazes me how much I learn every year that we do this. Thank you so much for bringing that to us, Rena.